If you are tired of the overgrinding, the hours you put into content creation, you're spinning your wheels and you're just like, I'm not getting the results I've been hoping for from YouTube. I wanted organic leads so that I could have free quality leads, and it's not happening. Listen, your feelings are fair, okay? Your feelings are valid. Let's break it down and talk about it. If your strong interest right now is lead generation with YouTube, go ahead and type in scale in the comments, and let's get into the first point of troubleshooting. So right now you're watching this and you're wanting to get more clients, generate more leads, get more sales, etc. for your coaching business, for your service-based business. And you're either in one of two positions. You're either over here where you have not started a channel yet, or you are over here and you have started a channel and it's either stagnant, it's on life support, and you're like, what the heck is going on? So let's talk about first the number one thing you can do if you have if you're in either one of those scenarios. The biggest thing is you want to reinvent the purpose of your channel and also the content pillars. The systems that we install into our clients' channels and what we do for them when we revamp their channel is we always start with this point. Because a lot of times I'm saying a lot of times, it's more like 95% of the time, I go to a channel and I do not understand the value proposition. I do not understand what type of value I'm going to get. I don't understand like the real purpose of this channel. So taking this a step back is like, you have to evaluate what your true heart's message is. And I know I'm getting a little bit spiritual here, but seriously, like if you have a true expertise and you've built your online business, you've got it to the point where it is now. You have a message to share and you're wanting to amplify it. Well, the whole point is connecting your heartfelt message to your mouth and getting it out there. And that is what's going to translate into a strong purpose of the channel. Like, what's the whole purpose of it? When you get that right on the money, that, ladies and gentlemen, is what's going to make a channel grow. Because when you have that and that's at the center, you are going to show up powerfully. You're going to create epic content because you are aligned with your channel, and you can also evolve with your channel. If you're optimizing your channel right now for the hottest searched keywords, or you're using some keyword finder and you're like, oh, I'm going to use these keywords because, TubeBuddy or whatever the other tools are, vidIQ says I need to film this. That's not going to work. It's not going to work, and it's not working. So the other thing you need to reposition and reinvent are your content pillars, meaning the content topics of your channel. You need to have pillars that are niche enough, but also allow you room to grow as a content creator, as a YouTuber, as a business owner. Because if you here's a huge mistake I see with content pillars is, first, there's like that they don't exist. Like, that's the number one problem. But those that do have content pillars and they put it on the banner on their bio, great. But a lot of times it's optimized for beginners. And I don't know about you, but if you are talking to an audience of beginners, but you want to serve at a higher level, like you want to serve clients that are not beginners, that's a problem. And this is a mistake I had from a previous channel where for years I was targeting beginners, because you think, oh, beginners are the biggest pool, the biggest amount of people on the internet. So you optimize for that because you're scared and think that, oh, if I optimize for the client I really want to have, I'm not going to attract anybody. Let me give you an example. There is a coach I know, a business owner I know. She's very successful, has a 7-figure business, and she has an outbound marketing agency for LinkedIn. But when I go to her channel, she's not creating content that speaks to 6 and 7-figure business owners. She's making content that speaks to beginners, like how to start an online business. It's like, huh? That makes no sense. And that's totally off brand. And that's what is going to kill the trust, like right away. It's like, oh, this channel isn't valuable to me, yet you're marketing to this audience. It's weird. And the reason I say this is because your messaging and targeting has to be clear on all platforms, whether that's YouTube, your funnels, your other social media platforms. It has to be on point, because if it's not, you are going to get people opting into your funnels and booking sales calls with you that can't even afford your programs. So this is why you really have to get the purpose and pillars down for your channel. The pillars are also going to be that foundational piece that help you develop your titles. Okay, it's going to allow you to develop your titles that's going to help you get really good titles every single time, but also allow you room for creativity and room to grow as a YouTuber and creator. Because that's really important to being human and to being the experts that we are, is that we're always growing, and we want to be able to give that value on YouTube so that you don't get burnt out only speaking to a beginner audience or newbies or people it's like you don't even want to serve. The next thing that goes hand in hand after the purpose and content pillars of the channel to optimize and so you can add more clients, more revenue, is the branding. The branding is super important. A lot of channels I see that are struggling with growth and lead generation either don't have branding, or the branding is just all over the place. It's not high converting for YouTube. It's not professional. So here's what you can do. You can hire us and we'll do the branding for you. Okay, we'll do all this for you. If you're interested in learning more about what we offer, you can check out this free video I made that explains our offer. I'll leave it the first link in the description, and that'll prompt you to see our offer, and then you can book a call if it makes sense. But really, if you are not a graphic designer, like, hire someone, please, to do your thumbnails. Hire someone that has YouTube experience and really knows thumbnails, and that'll coach you through like how to take the images for the thumbnail, that'll redefine your color palette, etc. Again, this is stuff that we do, so you can hire us. But really, it's like if you go to your YouTube studio right now and you look at the analytics for your past 5 videos, and if your CTR is below 5%, that's a problem. Like, that's a big problem. So we definitely want the CTR to be above 10%. As if your channel's like really big, which I don't know if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming it's a little bit smaller. But when your channel gets bigger, then your click-through rate is going to go down naturally. It's going to be anywhere between 3 to 5%, because the views, just mathematically, when the views go up, the CTR goes down, and when the number of impression goes up as well. So the branding has to be on point, the banner, the channel icon, and you want your thumbnails to be instantly recognizable so that YouTube can really promote it on the YouTube homepage and also suggested traffic. These are the 2 top traffic sources that YouTube optimizes for. Meaning, if your channel is dominant for these 2 traffic sources, you're in really good shape, because you are going to get that viral traffic as opposed to YouTube search, which is going to be much, much slower for your channel, which is a big mistake I see, is people optimizing for YouTube search and getting the perfect keywords and this and that. It's not about keywords. It's about curiosity-based titles that really, really attract the click. The next thing you want to do is check in on your lead velocity. Like, how many leads right now is your channel getting? A very healthy lead velocity, which is a metric that I invented so that we can check the health of my YouTube channels and our clients' YouTube channels. A really healthy area that you want to be is your leads, or I'm sorry, your channel is generating 1 lead per every 50 views. Now, this is for a lead that goes to something free, like a lead magnet, a quiz, something that is a pretty easy opt-in. When you're having a more difficult funnel, like a book a call funnel and a sales call funnel, that's going to be higher, because that's just how it is. Like, it costs more to acquire one of those people who either apply to work with you or book a call with you. So a really healthy spot for that is you're generating 1 book a call lead every 300 views. So if you're looking at your channel right now, and let's say your channel generated, I don't know, 5,000 views in the past 28 days, and you're like, wait a minute, I've only got like 5 leads or 5 booked to call, 5 booked, let me see. Yeah, and I only got 5 booked to call leads. Well, that means you're only generating 1 booked to call lead per every 1,000 views. That's kind of high. Like that, yeah, the amount of views is kind of high. We want to see that being, again, like between the 300 and 400 range. That way, when your channel the next month generates 5,000 views, you know, you're generating between 10 and 13 booked calls. And if your conversion rate is 30%, I mean, that's a 5-figure cash injection if you have an offer that's above $5,000. That is a way right now that you can do a health check. It's like, how many leads am I generating right now from my channel? If you don't know how to track, what you can do is set up a UTM. You can set up a Google Analytics account, and a UTM is going to track traffic to a specific link. So you can create these for free, so you can know and see on Google Analytics, like how much traffic from your YouTube channel is going to your lead magnet, is going to your sales call funnel, really anywhere on your website. And it's a perfect way to track. If not, hopefully your CRM has tracking capabilities and you can create a specific funnel and links for your YouTube channel so they don't get mixed with paid advertising that you're doing or other social media platforms that you're driving traffic with. The next thing that is super, super important to scaling a channel, especially adding that revenue, is not wasting any time. If you are doing anything more than filming and you've already generated 6 figures in your business, you need to stop doing those things besides filming. So we call a growth focused YouTube team. We consider that a YouTube editor and a channel manager. With these 2 members of the team, they can take over all the YouTube operations for you. The more important thing is not only are they taking over everything behind the scenes, they are giving you your time back, but they are also doing the viral strategies behind the scenes that allows the channel to grow. If you're not able to post in your community tab, that's really bad. Like, posting on your community tab is really important. That's a whole source of traffic in and of itself. Okay, if you're not utilizing that, you're missing out. You probably don't have time for that. Another thing, responding to comments, reaching out to people via Instagram or wherever that have commented on your video and saying, hey, how are you? I saw you commented on me on YouTube. And you may think that's a lot of work, and it is, and that's why you need a YouTube team, okay? And that's the thing that we offer in our programs is we'll hire, recruit, and train an internal YouTube team for you to use in your business so that all you're doing is focusing on filming in 2 hours per week or less while your YouTube channel is behind the scenes making the magic happen. And let me emphasize how important this is. When I took my maternity leave with my firstborn son, well, I only have one son, but when I took my maternity leave, the team was important, so important, because I was able to profit over 30% every month that I was gone. I was gone 3 months. And we were able to generate $30,000 to $40,000 a month without me being there. And so this is so important, is really the systems, the durable assets that you create behind or underneath, the foundationally for the channel, because this is what's going to position you to scale. Okay, there's no such thing as a successful YouTube channel right now that's generating a lot of revenue without a team. And so if you've been confused on how to hire or who to hire or what to even train them, let's have a conversation and I'll break down exactly how it works. If not, in the future, I will, this course is already built. It'll be a done for you course on our exact YouTube team hiring process and how to do it. But really, I can't emphasize enough, the team behind the channel is what's really going to drive the engagement, the growth, and the revenue you're looking for the channel. All right, I hope you loved this video. If you did, definitely check out the video that's coming up next. If you're interested in my YouTube home studio tour and my $1,500 YouTube upgrade, all you gotta do is click right here and I'll see you on that video.